Hello, sorry for the creepy basement. My name is Amyah Jack. I am a second year full-time student and I'm double majoring in health communication and nonprofit and community studies. I picked health communication because I wanted to learn more about the healthcare field and be more well-rounded in healthcare because I'm a nurse's aide now and I just wanted to know more how hospital systems worked and things like that. But then I really wanted to get more involved in my community, so I picked up a second degree in nonprofit and community studies. I really wanted to learn about some of the local government and how I could be more influential in that field. After graduation, I plan to go to law school and work as a public defender for a couple of years and then go into local government. That's pretty much it. 3 adjectives that describe me. So we'll start with the first one, which is energetic. I feel like I always bring a lot of energy to any atmosphere. Social situations are kind of my thing. And I can easily change the mood around just because I'm excited. And my second adjective is passionate. I pour my heart into almost everything, maybe a little too much. I care. Lastly, I am honest. I wouldn't say I'm blunt because I don't like that word. I just say what I'm feeling. I'm honest about what's going on with me, but I'm also going to ask the hard questions with my friends or even working on a project. I just say what it is. I constantly feel like I'm the person who is asking the hard questions. And for my strengths, it's very convenient that I recently did the Clifton Strengths Finders test, and I felt like it was very accurate. Most personality assessments, I don't really think reflect who I am all the time. They just reflect who I am in the moment, but this Clifton Strengths Finder was very, very insightful and helpful for me. So I'm just going to use those strengths that I got. And the first strength I got was restorative, which means I'm a fixer. And I always want to take on a challenge and come to a conclusion and bring it full circle and see what I can do to fix that. And I think that's beneficial in the workplace because challenges are always going to arise, and someone who's willing to take them full force and head on could really benefit a team. The second one was responsibility, and I think this is helpful in the workplace because leaders should own their commitments and follow through, and if you have a responsibility to something, you're more likely to get it done and do what has to be done, even if it's not really what you want to do. My third strength was being an activator. I think this is very accurate because of my high energy. I really want to start. I always want to start, not so I can get something done necessarily, just because I need to be doing something. I think this is helpful in the workplace because every project, everything has to get done. Everything has to get started. So an activator would be beneficial to a team because it's really hard when you're with people who are okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? So just getting things started is very beneficial to any team. The first professional weakness that I've overcome is being too personal. I worked at Bob Evans as my first job and as a server, and I always found myself gossiping or hanging out with people very personally outside of work. And I think that this really hurt me and made me burn out quickly from this serving job. I always shared way too much. But I think that as I got older and I understood that, like, because of this, because of being too personal, you take the work home with you and you think about it way too much. And it really does cause burnout. And now to deal with that, I always have an after work routine where I put my stuff down and I just reset, and usually I'll take a shower or something like that, or just drink some water and chill, and not try really hard not to talk about work constantly because it will drag you down. And my second weakness is, sorry for the space. My second weakness is not paying attention to detail. This has been a very big problem for me because, like, I find myself rushing and not just want to get things done. So I just want to get things done. So, and I'm so excited to move to the next thing. I am like, just, okay, we could skip that, and maybe the details aren't so important. But I have been overcoming that by paying way closer attention because, honestly, some grades have suffered from this, and some projects maybe aren't as great as they could have been if I would have just gave it a little bit more thought and slowed down, read the instructions, and just, like, worked through that. And lastly, the kind of leader I am is I'm gonna have to record this video. Maybe not. Maybe I can take this out. I thought of this before I got this video. Okay, lastly, I think that I am a servant leader because I'm passionate about my work and really see a desire to work in my community. I want people who I'm working with on a team, or even people who are being led by me, my followers, I want them to know that I am just as passionate and I will meet them where they're at if they need me to. And I think it's important to have a leader who is willing to do the work that they're asking you to do. That's just very important to me because I don't think it's fair to ask somebody to pour their heart into something that you wouldn't pour your heart into. Thanks.